I don't know how many of you drive and how often, but I will tell you there is a plague in this country of headlight brightness. It is shockingly bright. If you look back, to halogen light bulbs, you're reaching somewhere around 700 to 1200 lumens. New LED technology, these sons of bitches get to like 12,000 lumens. It is not a binary choice between walking around in the dark and the fire of 1,000 suns. And the standards on this have not been reformed since before I was born. This is the only place I would be considered maybe young on the Hill, but it is a real problem. A third of Americans have nystigmatism. This is a serious risk to safety, driving, to pedestrians in particular, where you're not able to see, your eyes can't dilate quickly enough to respond to a challenge in the road or to anything. If you're on curves, if you're on roads, I am sure you have all seen this. And the thing is, everybody thinks it's just them. They just think it's their problem. But this is actually a systemic thing that has been failed to be addressed in a realistic, fulsome, real-world design, accounting for the hills and the terrains and the curves, not a lab in a closet somewhere, but how it's actually experienced by drivers. I spoke at a transportation member day hearing, and it was insane. It blew up online. It is so encouraging to hear what I've heard from my community be affirmed by so many of our constituents and Americans broadly, that this is something that is a real lived experience of deterioration in life. And I think that we've seen this increase in polarization. You've got 8% on one side and 8% on the other side that are they watch CNN or they watch Fox News a lot. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that politics is relevant and useful to the lived experience of ordinary Americans. That this is not just something for a PhD in navel gazing, but it's a lived experience. We are out there driving the same cars, the same experiences. We're seeing the same things. This is something that, until we are demonstrating that this body is living the same reality, that we are hearing and responding. And I will also say, this is not a partisan by any means. Thank you, Mr. Alford, for clapping. I appreciate you. I'll give you your $20 later. But it is. This is not I would not call this a pro-regulatory environment nationally. And this is something where people are saying, do something, be useful, be responsive to our experience. So my amendment is asking them to give us more information on this, to create a more fulsome evaluation